Hi everyone, we are
La
LaChiMoLaLa. Hi everyone, we are back with our review of In the Soop Season 2 BTS Behind the Scenes Episode 4. And this actually started off with one of my favorite things. I personally have I wouldn't call it high maintenance, but it's a skincare routine that I do not deviate from morning or night. So I love watching the guys have their own. So we start with J Hope, and his is pretty close to mine, actually. So I was like, yes, I get this. This makes sense. Good job. Wow, your skin looks great. So it really explains a lot. But I loved seeing him go through the process. I loved his little headband, and he did like his face wash and his toner and his serum and his sunscreen and his moisturizer. Like it was hilarious just watching him. Well, it's funny because for him, he like beats it in, which I definitely don't do. But he really like smacks his face to get it in. He beats it into himself, which I just think is really funny.
Yeah. Yeah. And we always ask, like, what is their skincare routine?
There
Look
you
at
go.
that.
There you go. And they're a good advertisement for it because they're pretty.
Yes, they are.
And it also reminds you that you need to start a skincare routine early. Don't wait until you're like, oh, now I'm 30, 35. I should start a skincare routine. No, you got to start early. Keep that glow.
Mm-hmm.
And J Hope definitely has one. I
Yeah.
just think he's so cute. I love how skincare is one of the things he really cares about, and it's just adorable. Like, I love it.
Yeah. And then we see his skincare routine. And of course, J Hope loves his fashion. And so he was choosing his outfit, and it was like the white puffer jacket, like his shorts. I think he was wearing a white t-shirt too. Like it was like
I
all
think so.
white.
Yeah, I think the puffer might have been like a vest, right?
Yeah,
So it was hot.
for this.
It was hot. But even still, I was like, why would you put that on? That seems like hotter.
This is fashion. Yeah. And so then that was the opening sequence for the episode. And then we go back to my favorite spot, the gym.
More gym for Tammy.
Yay! And so then this time we get to see some sort of workout from JK. So he does all sorts of different movements. We call this a push pull. And so basically he did pull-ups, which obviously is the pulling part, and then he did the push part, which is the push-ups, you know. And so there was something that he did was a pet peeve of mine. And Beth, what was it?
He worked out in slippers. You do not approve of that. You don't like RM doing it. You don't like JK doing it. She doesn't like you doing it. Don't do it. And I
Yeah,
have to
you
say,
guys.
even for me, who's not, a workout fanatic, I was like, ooh, push-ups in slippers? That seems like asking for trouble.
It's true. It's so true. Yes. So for you army out there and non-army who are watching this, please be careful. Don't
Careful.
copy them. JK knows what he's doing. Wear regular shoes. But even then, even though
Or
he
no shoes, right? You can wear no shoes, right?
you could wear no shoes. Yeah. So like say for example, like for Suga when he's squatting, you don't have to wear shoes because your feet's feeling the ground. And so you're okay to squat without shoes. So yeah, certain moments you kind of have to wear shoes, like running. So that
RM.
would be a good option to wear shoes. So, but yeah, he also did like he busted out the dumbbells too, and he did a dumbbell lateral raise, and that helps the rear deltoids and some of your traps too, your trapezes. So he did that, and then we transition over to RM. It's like as if like JK and RM like high five each other, like one high five each other in or something like that. So now it's RM's turn to work out, and it was fun to see him work out too. But again, was he wearing trainers?
Slippers. Slippers, slippers, slippers.
Oh my God.
And slippers is not like they have a lot of traction, right? Like, yeah. I mean, the word slip is in the type of shoe it is. It just doesn't seem right.
Right. So, I mean, at least for the first movement we saw, he did a tricep extension with a dumbbell. So basically, he was on a bench, lying down on a bench, and he was just doing this with the dumbbell. So he's working on his upper body, and then he did push-ups as well. And he worked his upper body. So basically, he um did a thing called the strict press, and so he with a barbell and his plates, and he was just pressing up and working his upper body. So that's what he did. And then his favorite movement, it seems, because they showed it twice from In the Soup. In the first episode, you see him do this movement, and he's hanging from the rig or the power rack or squat rack, whatever rack you want to call it.
The rack.
Yeah. So from the squat rack, and he was hanging on there, and he was lifting up his legs. And so basically those are hanging leg raises. Mm-hmm. And so basically he's working on his abs. So this must be his favorite movement.
And I have to say, as someone who got super into working out during quarantine, this is obviously something he does every day. And we know this now. So we would like to see how your efforts have paid off, if possible. You can show us a little ab. You can be a little JK. We're into it.
Yes.
What's the point in doing it if people aren't praising you for it? That's all we want.
Yeah, exactly. And he would get a lot of praise. So
right?
RM.
Come on.
Yeah, and so then we move on from all the gym stuff. And then we get Jimin and V playing basketball. And so something that we learned from In the Soup was that Jimin really loves basketball now. Like, he's totally into basketball.
Yeah.
So that's
I also love about Jimin that he'll love something even if he's not good at it.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying he's terrible at basketball. It's just he's no Suga. Let's be real. But that's fine. He still enjoys doing it. He likes to learn more. He was like saying to V, he's like, hasn't my form gotten better? He's like, I don't always make it, but I look a lot better, right? Like, I'm doing it better.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty admirable. A lot of people, if they're not good at something, they don't want to do it.
Yeah, they just give up.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of persistence. Yeah. And so he and V were just like, casually shooting baskets, and V only made one and Jimin made 7. So
V did terrible. Apparently he's good at tennis, but not at basketball.
Basketball's not his jam.
No. Which is fine. Everyone's allowed to have one sport they're good at and a lot that they're bad at.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and so then while they were playing basketball, Jin was being super zen in his room, and he was painting, and we love it when Jin paints because he has his own commentary when he paints.
It's just like when he's cooking. It's like he's doing some sort of vlog. And I loved how he does it is he interviews himself. So he's like a fake person being like, why would you do that? And he's like, oh, I was just inspired by the moment, like it's so actory and funny. I love it.
Yes. It's such a fun quality about him. He's so funny. I love it.
Or when he's playing video games, same thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, how could you do that? Why would you do that? Like,
yeah,
so cute.
Yeah, love it. And so then he wound up to stop painting, and this is when we see him like put on his shoes to go play foot volleyball with the guy.
Oh yeah, and it was funny how he did that. He literally was painting and using the window for inspiration, and then he saw that the other guys were playing foot volleyball, and he was like, "What? Huh? Oh, I gotta go." And like, it took him 2 seconds to clean up and put on his shoes. Nobody called him. He was just like, "What? Foot volleyball? I gotta go." He bolted. He was like, "Screw this! I don't want to paint. Foot volleyball. Let's do it." So cute.
Yeah, that was super cute. And then the last scene then was Suga and Bam. They were playing with each other. So it was Suga running. Yeah, he was definitely chasing Bam all over the place and playing frisbee with him. And at one point he's like, where's Bam? Like, he's not coming back. Yeah, but he wound up coming back with that frisbee.
Yeah. And it was so cute too because like when Sugar was running, it was like the most tired looking running I've ever seen. It was like, but I mean, it wasn't like he was unenergetic. He was just like, it was like a weird shuffle. But it was just
Yeah.
so cute. And I feel like he just like RM, he saw Bam alone and he's like, "You bored? You want to hang out? What are you doing?" Like, I think the moment they see Bam, there's something that like sparks in them. They all get like this huge grin and they want to hang out with him. And it's just so cute.
Yeah. Oh, love it.
Love it. I
Yeah.
love Bam. Bam needs to stay. Eighth
I
member of
know.
BTS.
Yes. Yeah, so that is it for episode 4. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And we are LaChiMoLaLa.
LaChiMoLaLa.
And we will see you guys for the final episode, which is 5. And then we'll talk about the special as well. So we will see you guys next time.